Education has changed dramatically over the last 30 years. Since the days that I was going to school, academics and rules themselves have changed dramatically for the students. Today I have the privilege of speaking with Christy McDivitt, who has been both a public and private school teacher for more than 17 years. I asked Christy what she thought about modern technology and its effect on the student today.
What I see in the classroom is that a lot of kids do not even know how to pay attention to one person standing in front of the classroom, either telling a story or describing a concept. Because when you look at kids at home, they might be watching TV, it's in front of them, it's a program that they love, but in their hands is another piece of technology. And they're either playing a game, or they're surfing the internet, or they're texting, or they are doing something with their piece of technology while watching or listening to a show. So what I have found is it really disturbs their ability to concentrate. They can't focus on one thing or another. They're used to multitasking. So in the classroom, they look at a teacher and they're thinking, I need to be doing something else. Either my hands need to be on a piece of technology, I need to be digging into something else. And I found that their concentration ability is gone. They cannot focus, and they really just want to be working on something else. It's as if their minds need to be somewhere else.
I asked Christy if she thought that technology today was causing the kids to be blindsided by the instant answers and not coming up with the answers themselves, and what that was going to do for the student in the future.
I think that the technology is going to hinder their ability to problem solve, to focus on, okay, what is this problem and how might I be able to dig out the solution myself? What they're doing is, I'm just going to Google it. Someone else has already figured this out. And so they type it in, their answers are 20 words long, and it will come up. Someone has probably already figured it out, or I just believe that they're going to rely on the internet to completely solve all of their problems. They're not going to, and they're not going to ever be bored, because we all know that boredom fosters creativity. And if you are never bored, which these children these days, they are never bored. Parents are allowing them to listen to an iPad at the dinner table, at a restaurant. They don't know how to behave because they always have to have something entertaining them.
You know, we're all guilty of using technology, whether it's keeping up with a celebrity or using GPS to get us to our next destination. So I asked Christy, what can be done today so that the future adult will have the education their children can count on?
I think that we have to be very mindful. We have to help the children to not rely on it so much, and it does not need to be 100% on the top of our priority list when we're teaching. We really need to get the children to remember the way their minds work and not someone else's. Just remember how it used to be. Remind them of the way problems were solved years and years ago. Technology is not a bad thing. It just needs to be controlled.
And there seems to be such an explosion of homeschooling. You probably have friends that homeschool, maybe you do yourself. I asked Christy what she thought about that. Does she think the homeschooling program is working academically as well as private and public school?
That's an interesting question. I'm definitely an advocate. Being a teacher myself, I can see myself teaching my children. I wouldn't have a negative experience doing so, because I have a teacher mindset. But not everyone can be a teacher to their own children. You have to be very careful of, it is very easy now for people to bring their children home to educate them. I just hope that they're, keeping it 100% at the top of their, list of things they dedicate themselves to, and not just that they're trying to avoid finding some really good education out there.
I want to thank Christy McDivitt for taking the time today to be on my Almost Nightly podcast. But before I let her go, I had to ask her, was she a homework teacher?
No, I did not enjoy assigning homework, nor did I enjoy, as a parent, giving a lot of homework. I don't mind working with my children at home, but when it's mundane, it needs to have purpose.
Thanks for listening tonight. Until the next time, I'm Darrell Everett.